A while ago, a few videos back, I showed you how that you can use the search inbox here to locate a message, and it's very easy to do. It's very quick, but there are some options here, and I want to show you what those options are. If we just click in the box here, and let's say that I've got an email that I need to find related to my Adobe Audition training, and I know that this came from somebody named Jeff, but that's all that I know. I don't know when I got it. I don't know any other details, but I need to find that. Well, if I was to just type audition, if I typed it right here, okay, now a lot of stuff comes up here. And I could go through this list, but you can imagine, if you'll just hear me out here, imagine that I had like 50 emails there, and I didn't want to go through that list, and it would be, very difficult if I had that many. I can add some things to kind of fine tune the search here. And the easiest way to do that is to click this little drop down right here. And I've got several fields here by default that will allow me to further specify exactly what kind of message I'm looking for. For example, in the from field, and they all work just the same way. Okay, this means any messages from whatever I type in this box. If I'm looking for something specific in the body of the message, the body is this area right here where, there's actually things that people would type, their message to me. Or if I want something specifically in the subject line, anything that we put in here, that's going to further fine tune that search criteria. Now, for example, if I did from, let's type the word Jeff because I know it's from somebody named Jeff. All right, look what gets updated right here. So now I'm seeing any messages that have audition anywhere in the message, and they're from somebody named Jeff. So a real fast and easy way to find something specifically. Let's clear all that out, and I'll just show you really quickly here. All of these fields, if we click the drop down, we can specify anything that we want, and we can also add additional criteria. We'll click this button, and let's say something that has been sent to me with an attachment. Okay, so something that has an attachment, yes. And you'll notice that now, because I set one criteria, that's all you need is if it just has one criteria set, it's going to automatically do the search. Now, every time you change something, if you add additional criteria, it'll automatically redo the search. So it's found two messages right now. But if I happen to do from, and I type the word Binion, then now it gets down to just one. So as soon as you make a change in any of these fields, then the search automatically gets updated. And you'll notice in the search box here, it can get a little complicated. They put some code up in there that actually conducts the search. Don't get confused with any of this, and don't worry about it. You just stick with the fields, type in the information here that you need. Most of the time, I'll just go ahead and close this again. Most of the time, you're going to be able to use just the search box all by itself. Unless, like I was saying, if you do a search and 50 items still show up, then you're going to want to fine tune it at that point. So that's just a little bit more about finding messages. Up next, we're going to deal with deleting messages, and I just want to explain that whole process with a little bit more detail.